And hello, in this video I'll be flipping through my sketchbook. Now this one here, I called it the Cyberpunk Project Z sketchbook. Well, actually I have a couple sketchbooks that I call Project Z. It's really all the same project. So yeah, I finished this last year. Most of these drawings are robots, spaceships, a couple vehicles, some faces, and they're mainly black and white drawings. I didn't use any color really. Well, I used a little bit, maybe a little bit green or yellow, hints of blue here and there. But for the most part, it's black and white, and I wanted to practice in the sketchbook, really get confident with drawing lines. So you'll notice that most of these pages are, they're not finished, but that's fine. Not every sketchbook has to be amazing, has to be perfect. And this one clearly isn't. Okay, the sketchbook that I'm working on right now is similar to this one, but I would say it's like an improvement. It's like a 2.0 version of this Cyberpunk sketchbook. And the reason I call it a Cyberpunk sketchbook is because I like, first of all, I like the name, and also that's kind of what I am. I'm a cyberpunk artist. I'm a digital artist. Well, not a digital artist, but I'm like a YouTube artist. So it makes sense for me to call myself a cyberpunk. 200 or 300 years ago, I wouldn't call myself that, but I'm sort of like a digital art Renaissance man. That's what I like to imagine myself as. If Leonardo da Vinci was alive in this century, he would probably be called a digital Renaissance man or something like that. Because I think in a couple hundred years, people will look back on this time and think, what an interesting time to be alive. You have technology, artificial intelligence. We're living in the digital age with seemingly endless possibilities, but there's a lot you can do. There's information. There's so much information. It's insane, and I really wonder. In 300 years, we'll look back and be like, that was a good time. A good time to be alive, but still, I'd like to live maybe in 2400 because there's not that much space exploration in this century, or at least if you're an average person, if you're normal citizen, you don't really have the power to go into space, and maybe we'll have shuttles, we can take vacations onto other planets, we'll be on Mars, maybe make it to some other galaxies. That's if we don't blow up the Earth by then. Anyways, so I like these drawings. They're okay. Definitely slightly above average on the scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to give it a light 7. A light 7. It's fairly good, fairly above average. But most of these drawings are unfinished, so I guess I'm gonna have to go with a 6.5. That's a good rating. I have about, I think I have 18, 19 more sketchbooks to go through within this year. So it's, 1 or 2 sketchbooks I'll be showing every week. So it should take quite a while to get through all of them. I used a lot of cross-hatching with these drawings. I've noticed in my recent drawings I kind of haven't been cross-hatching using shading techniques as much. They're all kind of blank and I leave spaces open, which is a good thing because then I can go back in and make it look better with color, because I think I really need to try using color in all of my drawings, because the black and white is great, but I think people watching, you might want to see more color, or you can tell me down below of what you want to see. Do you want me to use just black and white ink or color? Because I like black and white, but I think color is maybe some greens, some blues, and all of that. That'd be nice. So you might have noticed this sketchbook is a little bit smaller than the other sketchbook. If you've watched the other sketchbook flip-throughs, this is, I think it's a 5 by, or maybe it's a 4 by 7, 4 by 5, no, 5 by 7. It's like an inch or two smaller than the other Moleskine sketchbooks that I use. And I didn't notice that when I got it. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. I got the smaller version of the sketchbook, which is that's fine because I can fill it quicker and I can make drawings faster and not take all day to finish a drawing. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But it's not like a pocket-sized sketchbook. It's like the size of my hand. And I also have one or two other Moleskine sketchbooks that are huge. They're like 12 by maybe 16 or something. And it's like the size of a laptop. It's a very big sketchbook. But I've only filled like 3 pages in it. And it's been at the bottom of my desk for the past 2 years because it's so big. The papers are too much. But I'll get it done one day. I'll admit, a lot of these drawings are wonky, all over the place, but that's because this was more of a travel sketchbook. When I'm going somewhere, I'll draw, and I don't really care. I don't care what I put in it. Just throw some lines, throw some stuff inside of it. Hopefully, it turns into something. But I like these sketchbooks. I like the messy stuff. Most people, they want to make a perfect sketchbook. I don't care anymore. I used to care. I used to be like, okay, this is going to be the best sketchbook that I've ever made. It's going to be perfect. Every single drawing is going to look how I want it to. But now, I don't care. I just draw. That's all I do. I draw and I do it more. And if it happens, then it happens. If I do something good, then it's good. And if it turns out bad, it turns out bad. I'm a real artist. I try, I'm a real person. I'm a real, I'm a real artist. It's going to be good. These sketchbooks are going to be nice. I like the roughness, the gritty lines, the dots, the blotches of ink that spill on the page. I'm into that. I'm into the real stuff. I'm into the none of that fake corporate perfect looking logos and everything. I mean sometimes, but I want to be raw. I want to be a real artist. So what I think I'll do now is go back and maybe add some colors to these drawings. Probably post a short or two with some me coloring in this sketchbook. You see, what I fear most is not failing. What I fear is not beginning to try. Okay? And you should too. You should fear not trying. Or maybe not. Maybe you should just sit back, relax, and kind of enjoy yourself. But I mean, drawing is enjoying for me, so it is like sitting back and relaxing while I'm drawing. So yeah. Oh, so there is a drawing with blue ink, the one and only drawing in the sketchbook that I think has blue ink. Where's my blue ink pen at? I can't find it. I had a Pigma Micron, a 01. It's blue. I don't know where it is. I need to get another one to make blue drawings. I think I do have a technical pen though. What's it called? A Kohinoor with some blue technical pen ink, and so I'll just use that maybe. But yeah, that's all I had to say. That's the flip through. That's the art, I guess you could call it. If it's art, it's mostly just sketches. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Goodbye. Oh, you're still here? Well, I guess you can get in on the top secret classified information of the cyberpunk zine that I'm working on, or comic, or something like that. Coming 2026, or 27, or 25, I don't know.